This honestly might be the biggest episode of Glee ever.
Cold open for next episode, they've already broken up.
I don't think they're together, Stanz. They're not together.
I'm sorry. After that kiss?
I think it was just a kiss. How did it end up like this? You can't be on the side of parents beating their children.
I am on the side of Stanz beating up Caroline.
Beating my children. Everyone else is cringe, but I'm allowed to do it.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, we do
sorry, Stanz. I was saying welcome back to Binge and Cringe, and you said what now? Sorry, were you rushing me?
I was saying, can we get this show on the road, you son of a bitch?
Wow, so cringe. He doesn't want to give you the time of day, viewers, whereas I am actually a big fan. Do you know why I'm a big fan of the viewers right now?
Why are you a big fan of the viewers right now?
Because they give us money, baby. Not only on the Patreon, but we actually got monetized. The fucking YouTube channel. We get money, dude.
I think we are high single digits dollars.
We have officially 2 digits of dollars. We have $10 last time I looked. Let me check. See, it kind of gone down, but it's...
Nah, yeah, you're right. Copyright struck.
Let me see what we're currently on. A reveal to the viewers. Here we are on... Oh, $10.83. So still $10. Woo!
Big money. That's a lot of Jaffa cakes.
That is a lot of Jaffa cakes. Sorry, why did you mention Jaffa cakes? You don't have Jaffa cakes in the US, do you?
Can I not be cultured?
You can, but it's just a weird call out.
It's a lot of Jaffa cakes. That's like probably 3 to 4 Jaffa cakes.
Wait, singular?
I don't know. I don't even know what a Jaffa cake is.
Google Jaffa cakes right now. I will teach you about Jaffa cakes. This is now this episode's version of the Sloppy Joe.
Welcome to the
discourse.
Slop. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, it's like a moon pie, we call them here. Kind of. Not exactly.
Sorry,
I don't want to
we have a version of a moon pie here. This is not a moon pie. You are thinking of the wrong thing. So the outside, first of all, is like
I'm going back and forth between moon pie and Jaffa cake, and they look
so wrong.
Exact
this is exactly the same as you saying that a fucking Sloppy Joe looks the same as Sloppy Joes. Because it does. It's just they're not the same at all. These are not the same at all. Okay, these are fully coated in chocolate, and they have some weird fucking creamy substance inside. And they also
now I want you to chat as you're listening to this. Think of a mooncake and stop me when he says something that is not true. No, so far he's 2 for 2.
I'm talking about a moon pie. That's what I'm describing right now.
Oh, what's a Jaffa cake?
And all of the things I'm saying aren't Jaffa cakes.
Oh, I thought you were actually describing a Jaffa cake. Yeah, I was like, damn, he actually doesn't know what a moon pie is.
Checkmate. I'm like, no, I'm describing.
He's walked himself into a corner.
This is crazy. This is exactly how the fucking baked beans on toast Sloppy Joe came over. Because you also got confused. Because I was like, show me a picture of your fucking Sloppy Joe, and you were like, yeah, it's beans. I'm like, no, it was so confusing.
All I know is, with our money, we can buy a lot of moon pies.
How many moon pies could we buy, Stanz?
Or like 2 boxes, maybe? 2
boxes. Interesting. So why did you think... So you're saying 2 boxes. The moon pies look like they come in singular packets. Like...
Well, it depends on where you're buying them, but I think a traditional box would have like, I don't know. 12 pies in a box. But are they're all like in their own separate packaging, right? They're meant to be like ideally sold separately. That's not a Jaffa cake. You cannot buy a singular Jaffa cake. You're crazy. Oh, they're like, really? They're small. Yeah, they're like the size of... Yeah, but what if you go to like a fancy French cafe? What? Sorry. Okay, go to a fancy French cafe and get a moon pie. Where's that going to happen? There aren't fancy versions. They still call it a moon pie. They call it. I mean, you can't get a Jaffa cake at a fancy French cafe. That's like saying, "Hey, go to a fancy French place and get a Sloppy Joe." No, it's not, because this is a product. This is like a Twinkie, right? Like if you wouldn't go to there's not a fancy version of a Twinkie. It's just a fucking Twinkie, dude. It's just a Jaffa cake. Fancy Twinkie. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, bro. That sounds like a search on the wrong website, dude. I've looked up a lot of fancy Twinkies on the right website. Twitch with their new guidelines. Dude, Twitch is fucking crazy. Not to date this episode, but they have recently done a change that basically allows straight up cartoon porn, like all over the site. What did they... And the art part of the site is just cartoon porn. It is, yeah. Because it auto sorts from like highest to lowest viewers, right? And the highest viewers are all wanting to watch porn. Right.
to see what's going on, you know?
Yeah. So I'm just confused at what changed. Like, what made them do this? I saw a load of posts about Twitch being like, hey, we changed the guidelines, blah, blah, blah. But like,
wait, you didn't hear about above the nipple gate?
What?
What? You didn't see all those posts on Twitter? Wait, you are on a weird side of Twitter because everyone
I only saw
the
Twitch complaining, saying, hey, we made a change to the guidelines, or like they made a change, but then it wasn't good enough, so they were like retroactively changing something. And then I saw Caprice and Pappy be like, these guys are cringe. And that's all I know.
Right. So what had happened in the past like week and a half was that a lot of streamers on Twitch that would typically be like hot tub streamers, led by Morgue Pie at this point, were doing streams where they framed
led by Moon Pie?
Morgue Pie.
Yo, Jaffa Cake himself?
Yeah, it's led by Queen Jaffa Cake. They were framing their cameras to where it was right above their nipple. They were oiling up the top of their breasts.
I did see this. Yeah.
Yes, and they were just kind of shaking as if they were naked.
Because they had such fucking huge tits that it didn't matter that you couldn't see the nipple because you could basically see the whole tit. It was...
Correct, but it was above nipple. And it turns out they were actually wearing clothes. They were wearing like tube tops and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was no fear of a nipple.
To be clear, I think... The kid part is where it's like there's obviously young viewers on the platform, and if you're just letting your child go on the internet, they're like probably going to find this stuff anyway if you're not supervising them. So it's kind of on the parent, to be fair. But I think from an advertiser standpoint, Twitch are crazy for not making a change on this because they're already fucking
that's why they made
ads.
the change. They did make the change. Yeah. But it was kind of like a give and take. So like, all right, we're getting rid of this, but art guys, you guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like a stupid change because obviously anyone's going to exploit the system if you give them the chance to exploit the system. But the reason that I'd seen the thing that you were just describing, the above the nipple gate, the only clip I saw of this, I don't know if you've seen this clip, it's fucking crazy. I'm going to try and find it, but unfortunately, Twitter's search thing is dog shit and doesn't work. Because
describe it to me. Maybe I've seen it.
It would spoil it if you haven't seen it. And if you have, it's still funny and we should watch it. So give me literally 2 seconds.
Take your time.
Do you know the name of the person? Who is the person leading the charge on the Nipplegate thing?
The main streamer was Morgue Pie, Morgpie, and she's also a very famous cam streamer. She's one of the amateur porn goats.
Oh, this post was deleted? I feel like it might have been deleted. This is a crazy search, but I don't want to say what the search is. Because it will spoil it. This can't be real. No. Okay, I'll tell you what I've searched, and then maybe you've seen the clip. Okay. I just searched, I show speed cock noise on stream.
What?
Okay, you haven't seen the clip. So I'm pretty sure he's on stream with Morgue Pie. It could be another streamer, but it's the person that I saw quite a few clips of doing what you described. And he's doing his thing where he turns his cam off but shows his Discord, so all you can see is their two POVs. And he is topless with his hands behind his head, and then he goes, hold on, and then just starts fucking thrusting like crazy. You just hear.
Very cool. I'm glad we didn't see it, actually.
And she's like, what's that noise? And he's like, my cock. It's fucking insane. That's the only clip I saw of any of this. Yeah. No, I didn't see it live. That would be fucking even more insane. But I can't find the clip. And we need to see the clip, dude. Slaps cock on stream. All of the fucking things are about when he flashed his penis and not when he recently fucking did the crazy thing. Clip dick sinus bean. What is? I think this is porn. Okay.
Sorry, you said my awakening code. Make sure you get it silent. Well, I mean, you can find it and just stitch it in, and we can pretend we both saw it.
You ready?
What's that noise?
It's my cock.
One thing we need to talk about, Stanz, is we unlocked new content for the viewers that has not happened yet. We hit 125 patrons.
Yeah, I said it was 150, if I remember right. I said 150, and you were like, no,
you said
125.
150. Exactly, for New Moon, which we didn't hit.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me we had to watch New Moon. Oh, this is actually the best day.
No.
Oh.
We do have to watch High School Musical 2.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Hey, we're all in this together, baby.
Wait, no, you were so annoyed at the possibility of watching High School Musical 2 before.
Yeah, but now that I know how bad it could be, aka New Moon,
New Moon's so good. Anything. You're crazy, dude. Also, I do think High School Musical. Apparently, I love sequels because I think New Moon's better than Twilight, and I think that High School Musical 2 is better than High School Musical. So, I'm very excited. It's song heavy, which you'll love.
True.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so sick.
Good. Well, then we will do that.
I think that'll be next episode, hopefully. We're going to be potentially recording a shit ton of episodes over the next week, according to Stanz. So if there's no content, it's Stanz's fault.
Shit ton is kind of like nebulous. We will record at least 3 episodes next week.
At least 3 is great. 3 is a shit ton, dude.
It.
We do 1 a week, and we barely do that.
Because we have to get through Christmas, and then also I'm a sleepy boy, so we'll do 3 episodes next week.
Okay, well, that's very sick. I'm looking forward to that, especially because I'll have done most of the deep dives by that point, and I can stop fucking just sat at my PC watching continuously. I spent all of the last 2 days just watching 80 episodes of Sugar Pine 7.
That's sick. That's cool.
Yeah, I had it on 2 times speed, and I figured out it was still 10 hours worth of content. So
that rules.
It was great, very enjoyable. But yeah, it was just a lot. Something else I wanted to talk to you about, Stanz. Okay. I've got fans, which is sick.
Oh, I saw some stuff in the Discord. People have watched your streams.
Yes. Well, people have been watching my streams, and that's not actually what I was going to talk about. But yeah, let's just fucking.
I saw you were their #1 streamer.
Yeah, people have like watched their watch time for the amount of times that I've streamed is like fucking crazy.
It's like all of it.
Yeah, because I've only streamed 50 times and they've watched like 1,000 hours of my stream. I'm like, how did I even do that many? That's what the fuck?
They just love the VODs.
Yeah. And I probably would be your #1 viewer, but it didn't include me on yours, which is fucking cringe and crazy. What? Sorry, I can't see you, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, you didn't hear the breathe out? It was just like
You're probably grimacing, but I can't tell.
It was yeah, you got it. See, you knew. You knew. There was a grimace. I guess
but that's the whole conversation, so you can't grimace on the phone with someone.
You can if you make the breathing out sound. Because you know what that means.
Yeah, but you've got your Discord settings shit, so I couldn't hear it, dude. Did you do it again? I hate you so much. Just silence.
It'll make it through in the recording. The thing is, Obs gets it. It's just Discord does it.
Yeah. Yeah, great. That's so
useful. And then you're
going
to look crazy. You're going to look crazy. So you're talking about having fans.
Sorry, I was fucking sighing, but you couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's why you really got to speak into the mic.
So yeah, I've got fans. The second to last YouTube video that you uploaded on main Stanz that was about the child podcasts or whatever, we gave a shout out to this. So a lot of people came through. Cool. And people saw the podcast through your video. And I realized that it was basically the first time that a lot of people on your channel saw me as a human being rather than as a ethereal voice that doesn't have a face.
Yeah, usually it's like, who's the British guy? Or who's the British voice even? Not even British guy,
So someone left a comment, and it's crazy because they used my real name. They didn't even say Kant.
Right, well, because they don't even know your name is Kant if they listen to this podcast. It's Joe.
No, but they left a comment on that video. They're a Stanz fan, and they knew me as from you, but because I think you mentioned that
Cringe rated the main channel.
yeah, basically. Will this work? They left a comment.
Wow. Big Bomba 3180 says, whoa, Joe is handsome as hell. And that's when you had the wig on.
Dude, that's when I had the wig on as well, right? That's crazy.
It was way better after.
It's much better. I'm glad that when people see my face, they don't go, oh, that's uglier than I expected.
Yeah, it would be crazy if they're like, oh, go back to no cam. And they wouldn't say that. But,
because YouTube comments are fucking cringe as hell. They would the unfiltered, they would just say whatever the fuck they want. If someone thought I'm ugly, they're going to say it. So no one said it. And if anything, the only thing that people said was that I'm handsome as hell. So let's
I think Glee fans though know that if they like step wrong, they lose it all. Like there's not that
This was
much...
on your channel. This was from your video. This is not a Glee fan. This is a Stanz.
Right,
frog.
but no, they're.
You keep on saying that it's a fucking binge and cringer. They're not a binge and cringer. They're not.
This is a binge and cringer, and they just want to make sure
viewer.
that you feel good.
Big Bomber, if you're watching this right now, leave a comment. Otherwise,
Big Bomber, if you hear this, please leave a comment, because if you do, I will be in the right.
If you
and if
know,
not, I'll
you
make
leave
Big
a comment
Bomber
and you tell us if you came from Stanz from that video, if Stanz came all over you, or if I came all over you from you watching binge and cringe. You know, tell us which one.
If they're listening to binge and cringe, it doesn't matter, because that means they're in the Glee zeitgeist now.
Yeah, they are now, but when they wrote that comment, what I think is the truth, which is always correct, is that that person watched your video and then was like, oh, that's Cance. Oh, that's Joe, because they said he's Joe in the thing. I'm going to say, whoa, Joe is handsome as hell, and then came over to binge and cringe, maybe, if you're here.
Right.
Big Bomber 3180.
Set the record straight. Dodgeballs or anything to talk about there?
I don't know. Have you got a story?
Did you not watch it?
I didn't watch Dodgeball, no.
Wow, it was sick. I have no stories. Besides, I have maybe one story.
Well, okay. Why are you asking me like I can confirm if it's a story or not?
I'm thinking, like, is there a way to tell the story that is not just like a one-liner of like,
well,
you know, because
this is probably going to go in the fucking podcast, so you could say whatever the fuck it is.
Well, yeah, but then they're going to be like, wait, he thought about the story and still only told a shitty-ass half story? Like, this is not... That's worse, because then it's like little bro was cooking for a second and didn't cook up anything servable.
Yeah, well, all of this cooking is currently in, so if you can give us the dish that you're preparing, that'd be great.
There's also the problem of I wasn't in the room when it happened, Hamilton style, because after our second... Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. It was great because that's what we watch on the show. After our second game of dodgeball, I was in the Ludwig Creator Dodgeball Championship on Team Chess Boxing. We qualified for the playoffs. We beat Team Podcasters and we made it in. And me, having just played a grueling game of dodgeball and my tummy rumbling, had to take a shit. And I'm thinking, hey, our game is over. There's no way we play in the next game. And here's the problem.
Oh, yeah, I know this story.
The only bathroom is like a 5-minute walk away. So I walk to the bathroom and I'm taking a shit when I hear, Stanz! Stanz! It's someone running across the campus looking for me. And then they realize where I must be. They run in there and they go, hey, are you taking a shit? And I go, yes. And they're like, well, they're waiting for you in there. They're all cheering your name. And so I finish and I wipe and I wash my hands.
Wait, sorry, you finished? I thought you were having a shit. What the fuck are you...
Yeah.
Does that happen every time that you have a shit?
Prostate, you know, it's just it's a very sensitive area. And so I have to run all the way back and then everyone's cheering. But it's like, what the hell's going on here? I had to tell them, you can't give a man time to shit.
Oh, it's crazy that you didn't just say you were having a shit, because I think that would have been fucking based as hell.
What do you mean? Say to what?
Well, because then didn't you say on stream that you were like, oh yeah, I was having a smoke or something?
Oh, that was me talking to Ludwig, but it wasn't on like stream.
Yeah. Oh, that was just an offhanded comment?
Well, because they've been going through this whole yard smoking nicotine thing.
Yeah, I assumed that you said that on stream, and that's why people knew about it.
I was trying to say it like loud enough, and I did big hand motions that the crowd would see it, so that like the yard fans would be like, "This is kind of funny," right. But there was no mic, and so he went, "Really?" Ludwig actually thought I was smoking out there, that I needed my nicotine break.
Interesting.
And I told him no, I was taking the shit, and then we played and we did good.
Right. Well, we played and you fucking spiked the fuck out of Caroline. That clip is crazy, dude. What the fuck?
It's really incredible to see these two teams. You know,
Caroline in the face.
Oh my God.
Wilnev comes down heroically.
She's nodding that she's okay, but I do think it shocked her. Stanz coming over saying, hey man, I fucking laid you out, didn't I?
Oh, Caroline beating Stanz's ass.
You can get hit with a dodgeball and it hurts. You can get hit in the face with a dodgeball and it hurts. But if you get hit in the face hard enough to drop to the floor, to crumple,
you killed a person. She was dead for like 2 seconds and she had to be brought back to life. That was crazy.
Yeah, I tweeted it. There's like me throwing the ball and then her getting hit and then me like full body cringing because I thought like, oh, I've hurt Caroline. Like this is actually like bad. I messed up.
Yeah, I'll be playing the clip for you guys, visual for video watchers. If you're audio, I'm very sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
But there is a clip
I'll do the audio for the clip. You ready?
Okay, yeah. Wait, did you knock the wind out of her? Did she fucking fart all over herself?
Her head exploded. It was a nuclear fucking bomb. Yeah, it was very bomb-like.
Can you make the radiation noise after the bomb dropped? I'm sorry, were you
fucking the radiation? What the hell was that?
That's like a guy. That's like a Geiger meter. Do your best Geiger. Do your best Geiger right now.
That was the sound of good pussy. That was not the sound of Geiger.
Do your Geiger. Nope, you cannot walk away from this because I committed. You asked me to do something, and I did my best. And you are not going to get it in the future.
And I can't because I know that I would just do the same noise.
I know you would because anyone would. It's hard to do a Geiger, bro.
Okay, there's actually a clip that I want to talk about to do with that, Stanz. Okay. That I don't know if you saw. I tweeted it out. Unfortunately, a lot of my tweets have been doing well recently. This one, fucking 5 likes. It was to do with you. Ooh. So you're cringe. So you're saying that it was accidental that you hit Caroline.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Interesting you say it's accidental. Let's hear from your word of mouth, Stanz. This is what you said on stream when it was announced about Dodgeball before anything had even happened, before you'd taken part in the stream.
Yes. I think the rules are, hey, don't aim for the head, try not to, but it's not illegal. Which is so funny.
Interesting. Yeah. Try not to, but it's not illegal.
What are you trying to pull out of this one? I was just telling you about the rules. There's nothing illegal.
Your tweet is a tragedy in 3 parts, which implies you weren't trying to do that, knowing that it wasn't illegal and that it was the best method to fucking kill someone.
I wanted to inspire someone with the heart and soul of a champion. Now, I'm going to give a little spoil for those of you that didn't watch the Creator Dodgeball Championship, but not only did Team Kick win this event, their MVP, the person who just got nailed in the fucking face by me, Caroline Kwan, and I unleashed the dragon. I uncaged the tiger. I was the one who lifted her up in her moment of need and inspired her. So really, she and her community.
Wait, sorry.
Should
are
be
you saying this is the moment that you lifted her up and inspired her when you fucking spiked her in the face?
That's the moment. That is the moment. That is the moment right here where I inspired her.
Dude,
look at the way her body's moving. She's about to do a backflip in this picture. It's
you
crazy.
Saying that this is the thing that inspired her is the equivalent of like parents saying that, yeah, I'm the reason my kid did well because I fucking beat them when they were a child.
Yes, exactly. No, remember that guy in the podcast?
Stanz, no.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate it.
You can't be on the side of parents beating their children.
I am on the side of Stanz beating up Caroline.
Beating my children. Everyone else is cringe, but I'm allowed to do it. Oh, good. I got a little clip for the intro. That's great.
Love that.
Also, that whole entire event, Stanz, I feel like you were pretty baby girl.
Yeah, I think I was pretty baby
look at
girl.
you.
Well, I mean, in this one, I'm grimacing because I like feel bad because I fucking dominated. I threw an actual
in my mind, you're like, oopsie, and you're like on your tiptoes. You're like, oh no, did I do
that?
Little
fairy. Ooh, I'm mischievous. You know what I mean?
And then there was another tweet that I did that actually did.
Oh,
well.
The cutie one. That's because I didn't want to be weird. Like, I felt it was a tough situation to be in, where it's a 5-on-1 and the only person left is cutie. It's like you don't want to be the one who's like pointing your like bone saw's ready. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what everyone else is doing, dude. And then you're just
Sam is
like,
picking her nose. No, Point Crow's chilling. Sam is picking her nose. It's just Slime and Myth who are saying, "I'm gonna end you."
Yeah, and then you're like, so baby girl.
It's because the audience was going cutie, so I was clapping for her. I was like actually trying to hype her up.
Also, I did the heart that I'm like that goes with baby girl that you were like, no, you're cringe. You don't understand.
Yeah,
I think that's why. I got
so
many likes for it. Yeah. It's because of the heart. I understand. I think the fucking Jedi has become the master. What is it? The Padawan has become the master. I am fucking the goat of baby girl, and you need to understand and respect, you know?
I like your banner on...
Okay, cheers. I'll stop sharing my screen now before I switch to my porn tab.
Yeah, reveal anything else. All the fucking iShowSpeed cock clips.
Yeah, that's my next tab just has like 17 things pulled up.
Weird searches.
Stanz, we need to move to Glee because holy shit, this episode is gonna fucking go nuts. I haven't done the thing that I normally do, which is like look at the synopsis. No. Look at the synopsis, to be clear. I haven't done that this episode. The only thing that I know is that the title of the episode is Sectionals.
Oh, finally! I've been waiting for this. You spoiled that last week and I'd already forgot. So if you didn't say that, I'd be like, oh, sectionals this episode? Crazy.
So I would normally say, what do you think is going to happen this episode? But I think it's pretty obvious what the fuck's going to happen this episode, you know?
I actually feel like there's a chance they don't have sectionals. And that's like a very funny subversion. But
they did that last time with the episode called Mashup, so they didn't have any fucking mashups in it.
True.
So there is, I think, one of the most iconic performances ever in Glee in this episode. And I say that every episode, but this doesn't make it not true. This is actually true this time. This one's real. This is iconic as hell.
Okay.
And I can't wait for you to experience it.
I'm ready. My body is ready.
This is also supposed to be the turning point of Glee, I've heard, where everything after this is more of like focus on drama and less it seems the show that you enjoy. So I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I will say, I think I kind of like the like relationship grab ass will they won't they stuff. That's fine too.
I think it's slowly winning you over because you were like, oh, I like this show, and then it started changing. You were like, oh no, this is cringe, and now you're like, wait, this is great. Yeah,
but I think it's cringe in a way that I am self-hating, and it's like, oh, I like cringe. What does that say about me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. So I'm too excited to watch this, so we're going to go and watch it right now. If you can't watch it with us, you're cringe, and you need to look at yourself in the mirror and go, am I cringe? Yes. The answer is yes, you're cringe. You need to watch this with us on Patreon. $5. You get the extension, which like all syncs everything up. You get every single episode that we've ever watched of anything on the podcast ever. It's fucking great value
and
for money.
Stuff we've watched off the podcast for $5, right? There's some things on the $5 tier.
It does have the things that I've done on stream. So all of One Piece season 1 is on there.
That's it.
But it was just
good.
when you said we was like, what the fuck are you doing, Stanz? You can't even watch
I'm more
fucking...
expensive. I'm the $10 tier. You're the cheap date. I'm the
you've only done Sharknado, which was on
so
stream.
So many things.
And one
Taskmaster,
episode of Taskmaster.
New Zealand even.
Just watch Taskmaster. That's all I'm asking, Stanz.
So much stuff.
In fact,
I'm just so
we only do 3 episodes next week. You don't worry about doing more than 3. Watch Taskmaster. Watch 4 episodes, please.
I'll do it.
We're gonna go watch the episode. So if you if you want to join, you could join. And if you want to see what you're missing, here's what you're missing.
See on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh. You can't always get what you want, you know.
But if you try sometimes.
I just left my wife.
You'll find you'll get what you need, Stanz.
I'm going.
Damn.
Respect. Dude, triple Gigachad. Holy shit.
What the hell? Yeah. And we're back. Holy shit, Stanz. What a fucking amazing, crazy episode. Yeah, this was, I mean, it is the mid-season finale, so we expected it. And I have talked a lot about how this show is supposed to change from here. So this is like, essentially, I think this was like the block of episodes that they had filmed. So it was like a cohesive storyline, right? Like we've got to the end.
Probably the block of episodes they had written. There was probably like an arc in the writer's mind of like, okay, this is the guy and he's down on his luck and his wife lies and this and this.
This would be where the series would end if it didn't like get picked up for maybe like a season 2 or if it wasn't very popular, right? I feel like they
after episode 1, if people didn't like it, they would have just stopped here for sure. Even if they'd recorded a couple.
Yeah, which thank God they didn't, because I can't wait to see where the current storylines that haven't been concluded go. Sure. But there is a lot.
The baby still exists.
Yeah, the baby still exists. But there's a lot that was concluded. So where should we start, Stanz? Where do you want to start first on what we're talking about from today?
I think this is a show about a Glee club, so let's talk about the resolution of the sectionals storyline, right?
Let's talk about the fucking banger after banger after banger. This episode was full of them. I will say I'm not a big fan of "You Can't Always Get What You Want."
Yeah, that was the worst song in the episode.
Yeah. It was pulled up by Mercedes, fucking doing insane runs as she always does, but speaking of Mercedes, her song, I'm telling you, I'm not going, is, oh my God.
It was amazing. Probably the best song, or at least the most technically proficient, like, well done song.
I think maybe the best song of Glee so far, I will be willing to say. Not like in terms of iconicness, because they never really do any callbacks to it. No one seems to care about it past this episode, even though it's like, holy shit, what a fucking amazing performance. Sure. But I know for a fact that Amber Riley, who plays Mercedes, has gone on to have like a semi-successful music career and was in The Masked Singer. She was one in like the most recent series of Masked Singer.
Oh, dude, I'd love to watch that episode. That's
and
sick.
I think either in Masked Singer or just in general, she has performed that song again.
Right.
So because it's just like she's so fucking killer at it, why not? You know. Speaking of people that are performing songs that they've already done in Glee, Lea Michelle's fucking iconic performance of "Don't Rain on My Parade." Damn.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was sick. And like the blocking was cool and her walking in from the back and like chilling in the audience. It was a performance from a performer and not like a high school Glee Club kid.
If it was any other character in the show that was doing that, it wouldn't be believable that they could have just pulled that out of the bag. But it is believable that she would do that. She has been practicing that in a room for fucking years for this moment. And she gets her moment. It's sick.
That's the dream. It sucks that she peaked, and now the rest of her life is downhill.
So, "Don't Rain on My Parade" is originally by Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand, yeah, from Funny Girl.
Yes, and that is very, 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 very relevant to the plot in general of Glee.
Interesting.
That's like a nugget.
Okay.
You need to remember that.
Got it. Store it away. Put it in my pocket.
It's something that I've already told you when we've talked about Glee in like YouTube videos, and we talked about Lea Michele in YouTube videos. But you won't remember, guaranteed. So I won't spoil.
I'll remember. Come on.
No. I don't want you to remember. It's good that you don't.
Oh, good. Then it's good I don't remember now.
Yes.
Maybe you're gonna say that Barbra Streisand is a character in the show.
No, I'm pretty sure she never is. Rachel basically has a huge relationship with Barbra Streisand in terms of like she looks up to her and she's her idol.
Right, that's her idol.
Yeah. So she has literally they don't really address it that much in this episode, but I think they do in like future episodes, how much she cares about Barbra Streisand, and she would as a character definitely have like practiced that day in, day out for like years prior to this moment.
That makes sense.
And yeah, she will also perform that song, I think, again in the season of Glee. Most of the iconic songs get a couple of performances out of them.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. I know they paid for the license, but come on.
But it's not in the sense of like, oh, we'll do it again because that was good. It's like the grown-up version of the character, like years later on, is like coming back to the song. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. They do it again, like they do "Don't Stop Believing" in like the perfect moments. They never like overplay it. They always like it's when it needs to hit home the hardest, you know. So yeah, there's a ton of like great songs from this first sectionals, which you'd expect because it's sectionals, right? It's their first performance. You got to have some fucking bangers. So, sorry, I've gushed over the songs for a while. You want to talk about the actual plot of the Glee Club?
Yeah, we closed out this. So just taking the performance and like the leadership of the school, the professional plot, they go to this sectional. They see that Sue Sylvester has in fact leaked their songs. They make their new songs at the last hour and squeak their way out of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the fucking craziest parts from Sue leaking the set list is the youth fucking
the criminal girls doing the song in the wheelchair.
I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, doing the song in the wheelchair, dude. When none of them are in a wheelchair is fucking crazy.
It's so funny for the
so
plot.
funny. Because like the whole premise is that like, oh, this guy's in a wheelchair, so we're all gonna show you what it's like to perform in a wheelchair, so that he's not like alone.
And support.
Yeah. Rather than just like, hey, these wheelchairs are cool. This is a cool gimmick. Which is very funny. Like they could have just done the song. So I love the fact that the Glee went like the extra mile and went, no, they're going to do the song in the wheelchairs and it's going to be fucking wild and wacky. Which, speaking of wild and wacky, holy shit, the judges of the show, so funny. That scene was crazy.
That was also crazy because it had like nothing to do with anything. Yeah, it was just like, let's throw a couple jokes in. And then move on.
It was literally the writers' room were like, we just have these funny characters. Let's fucking do this. And that is a recurring theme for basically every single like Glee performance. There are judges or some of those characters are recurring for being judges, but some of them get replaced and like always the judges are fucking crazy and like either alcoholics or wanting to fuck each other or like crazy stuff. So I thought there was going to be more of it in this episode, to be honest. It felt a little bit disconnected, right? Like the judges were like doing their decisions and were like, we've already made up our mind. And then we didn't get the reveal for fucking ages.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they had to win for the Glee Club to exist, but it was just, the whole judging thing was also just kind of weird. I think it was almost more of pandering to like the audience who also doesn't really give a shit about like Glee Clubs, where the judges were like, this kind of sucks, this is boring, I hate Glee Clubs, who cares?
I think that it feels like that essence was taken from like an earlier draft of the script, where it was meant to be more
like
funny.
by the time we got there, we care about Glee Clubs. We care about like the performance. Yeah, like, that's like a pilot episode joke almost.
Yeah, and that we care more about the fucking relationships between the characters than we do like taking the piss out of Glee Clubs. So it feels like maybe that was like an earlier draft, and then they went, fuck, we need to scrap like half of the judges bit and actually the reveal, because we want Shu and Emma to get together, because holy shit, Shu and Emma, what the hell? Fucking Emma abandoned her fucking wedding? Wait, no. She didn't.
No, she didn't. She showed up. She got abandoned.
Gigachad Ken, dude. Holy
Gigachad
shit.
Ken. So one of the things we talked about during the live comm was that like every character actually made like the best or Gigachad decision for themselves.
This is the episode of Gigachads, and holy shit, I'm here for it. It was great.
Like Quinn wasn't mad at Rachel for spilling the beans on the baby because it was like the right thing to do. We had Figgins Gigachad fire Sue from being head of the Cheerios.
Yes, crazy.
We had Ken Gigachad break up with Emma because she's obviously in love with Shu. We had Shu Gigachad say, I'm not in love with my wife and we shouldn't be together anymore. It was literally everyone making like the right decision. We were not strung along for another episode.
Yeah, and then fucking Emma being like, actually, even though you want me and you've left your wife, you've just left your wife, dude. Too early. L plus
which
ratio.
Is also Gigachad.
Gigachad, everyone was fucking Gigachadding. It was crazy. This honestly might be like the biggest episode of Glee ever that we've had in terms of like
for sure.
bombshells and plots and literally every aspect of Glee. Like the songs, the drama, the storylines, we haven't even touched on fucking Finn. The reveal of Puck being the father of Finn's kid. Well,
and then
Quinn's
getting in a
kid.
fist fight.
Yeah, and they just smash cutting him. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was sick. It was cool. I feel like if I never watched another episode of Glee, I could like die.
It would be a good
end,
good
right?
show. Yeah, that was a good ending.
We did it. We did the show.
I wish, I knew what happened to that kid, and I guess that they did really well in the next fucking performance. But it would be a good place to end. Yeah, but I am very much still looking forward to the future, especially because finally, Will Schuester and Emma actually kissed, which is sick. Because I've been so annoyed at the will they won't they and the not admission of them actually loving each other for so long, dude.
It's because you shouldn't. One was married, one was getting married. You know what I mean? Now they both are unchained. They have the freedom.
They're both unchained. Yeah, so I'm very excited to see what they do with the future of their relationship now that there's no fucking restrictions. Because
can I give a suggestion?
Yeah, go.
Cold open for next episode. They've already broken up because I think
I don't think they're together, Stanz. They're not together. She doesn't want to be with him. I'm sorry.
Shu and Emma?
Yeah.
After that kiss?
I think it was just a kiss. How did it end up like this?
Bro, you're smoking weed. I think it was kind of like, if you love something, let it go. If it loves you, it'll come back together. That's what happened in that last like couple minutes.
Well, no,
she
because she was like, no, I don't want you. Just left your fucking wife.
Yes.
I don't think that means don't kiss me though. Like they don't have to be together.
Yeah, but that was days later.
It was.
He says no.
A day later. So one singular day later. The next day in school.
Could be years. Who knows?
No, because they just did the sectionals reveal.
They just revealed that maybe I think she was in a coma. Years later, wakes up. But here's the thing. I think they're together, but I think they should break up because fans of this kind of show, they're great, but they're fickle. They've seen it now.
No, you're wrong.
What you want is the magnet to get as close as possible.
Yeah,
so
that's why I don't think they're together. And you're not supposed to take away that they're together from that episode, for sure. You're supposed to be like, oh my God, they kissed? That's fucking crazy. But then you understand, because you are a fucking regular human being, I hope, that in shows, when people kiss, that doesn't mean that they're together, right?
Yeah, but this wasn't like a passionate, sneaky kiss. This was in the halls. It was in front of God and everyone. I feel like
there was no one in the halls,
but there could be.
God was there.
Like
that is
like
true.
In the break room,
kiss in front of God.
Bro, God was watching. I feel like, and I know
I don't think Yahweh's gonna rat on their fucking relationship, Stanz. I think we can.
Bro, it is a relationship, though, is what I'm saying. This is not just like, that was not a goodbye kiss.
Relationship is different. Like, I have a relationship with you. It doesn't mean that I'm fucking going to date you, you know? There's difference. There's levels.
Unless you wanted to.
Well, I mean, hey, should we end this right now?
Sorry, I'm at dibs on being Emma.
What does that mean in the situation?
Who knows? It's provocative. It gets people going.
I've got the chiseled chin. Oh, wait, I'm Will Schuester in the situation? Yo, I'm so happy about that. Let's go.
Yeah, you'd love being Will Schuester.
She take my money
Shut
when I'm in need.
Hate that. I think they're together, but that's just me.
Well, the reason that I don't think they will be together, moving on, is because I think playing on their relationship of both of them really wanting to be with each other, but not being able to. I think it's good when there's no barrier. Like, how do they even fucking deal with that in their like day-to-day lives?
Unless there's just sucking face in the background of every scene.
That's why I think jumping from one kiss to then just being together is crazy. So there's definitely going to be some level of build-up.
Sure.
So it might that might be the catalyst that gets them to being together, but I don't think it's going to be like next episode they're like fucking, this is my wife, you know, right? Like they still
not wife, but I think it's like they're going to go on a date. You know what I mean? They're willing to try.
Yeah, they can start dating. I think. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they are currently together. There's a difference.
Bro, they're together. They're not. He ain't going back to his wife after that kiss. I'll tell you that.
He might do.
No shot.
Because he specifically said, Stanz, you're forgetting, he said, there might be a chance. She said, is it forever? And he said, I don't know. So,
yeah, but you can't know. As a human, you can't know.
And he said he left his wife, but I feel like Terry...
You think he's playing both sides?
I think he's playing both sides, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like Terry hasn't got the impression that he has been left. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he is still, they're living in the same house and stuff, so that would be crazy if he, like, brought Emma home. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, that would be crazy.
Tough,
Speaking of living in the same house, we've had another episode, so fucking 5 episodes ago, Quinn moved in with Finn. What the fuck's happened with that, dude? Now
they have not showed a single thing. Not a single thing.
Finn now knows that Puck is also the father, which is fucking crazy that they haven't addressed the fact that they both have to go home to the same house every night. That's crazy.
That is tough. I mean, I actually don't know. I think the writers should like just ignore that. It's we said that.
Hey, ignore that, but we'll mention it in the previously on Here's What You Missed on Glee at the start, dude, to remind you that we're fucking idiots and we haven't thought about that. It's crazy. Just don't mention it.
Yeah, literally just don't mention it and no one would care.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because they mentioned it at the start and I was like, oh, wow, they're going to address that this episode. I'm glad because they haven't addressed that for fucking ages and then they didn't address it.
It was like a big, important part of an episode.
Yeah. So hopefully they do address that in the future.
I am very excited for them to like start on new plot lines. It felt like the appropriate amount of time. Obviously the baby will be like more overarching, but now that reveal has been done, now that they have kissed, it's like Finn and Rachel, like let's see it. Put up or shut up.
One of the new fucking hints at a storyline. Brittany and Santana. Yo.
Yeah. I feel like that was a one-off, but I know you know the future and you were like,
well, it's not a one-off. That's crazy that it was so much of an offhanded comment for that to be like how it starts. Especially because like you said, this was what, like 2009? This is that's
it felt a little early for like specifically like bisexual representation in like media that is presumably for younger people.
Yeah, that's why. So those two are like an actual. I say a lot that Glee is iconic, and there are like lots of iconic moments. They are like they transcend Glee. Those two, they are like an actual icon. But like there are people that might not like Glee that would be like, damn.
But Santana and Brittany did it for the cause.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, completely. That's I see. Obviously, fucking. I'm straight, so I'm not speaking from fucking experience, but I've just seen a ton of people talk about it online and how it relates to them. And I could see it in them because they're...
Oh my God, the first thing that comes up is Santana and Brittany fan fiction.
Yes, dude.
If you Google it.
Because their relationship in the show is like so real and also has so... Like they go like in depth into it. It's not just like mentioned as offhanded, like funny remarks.
Right.
And it leads to some of the fucking worst and best plot lines in Glee.
Interesting. Okay.
Sometimes they do it well. Sometimes they do it not so well.
But yeah, Santana's fucking a great character, and Brittany's funny as hell. So I'm very excited that they have revealed that this early, and also crazy that it was an offhanded comment, right?
Yes.
So that's one potential plotline that they could start like investing more time in. Maybe that was why they kind of leaked that in this episode when we've wrapped
It
up
also
most of
could
them.
just be like a tester. Like, did people think
Exactly,
that was, was
yeah.
that funny? You know, like wait, but not in a funny way. Like, really, you want us to keep doing this kind of thing? You know.
We also, now that Finn is like fuck Quinn, he's kind of open to start things with Rachel, who they've done a will they won't they for a little bit. So
Kurt.
Or Kurt, dude. So
they had a real good relationship earlier.
Well, Kurt still really likes Finn, right? So regardless of how Finn feels about it, they need to address that. So that would be really good. That would be another good plot line. Him and Rachel, also really good plot line. They need to address the fucking panty sniffer guy that loves Rachel.
They don't. Just kick him out of the show.
That's what I mean. Like, they need to address him by getting rid of him, hopefully. Right. But I know that they don't. I just hope that the next time he's included, he doesn't mention fucking Rachel's panties again.
Yeah, make him like
crazy.
A normal character, maybe. The biggest thing that I think we have to look forward to, at least in the near term, is probably like Sue Sylvester's revenge. Because there's no way she's not Captain of the Cheerios in like the next 3 episodes. You know what I mean?
It was like she was like looking at her power level and she was like, you think I'm at full power? And then she went over 9,000, dude, and she went fucking crazy because she's like...
or I assume she's going to. She hinted at it. Yeah.
She like showed the potential that she was like, I'm only at 20%. You haven't seen the full fucking version of me. Gigachad walking down the fucking street. It was sick. So many Gigachad moments. It was great. It was a fucking... Okay, we never do this, but I'd give that episode like a solid 9 out of 10. In terms of like Glee episodes, that's one of the best, for sure.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. And at first I was thinking, maybe 8, because like I like a little bit more zaniness. But when I thought about it, like the judges were funny and like them doing the wheelchair song. There was enough zaniness for me. I would give it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, I think the only thing it lacked in was like funny one-liners. And I think the judges did as much as you could for that. But yeah, everything else was like...
Yeah, and even like the whole like, only Jewish babies get that. And she's like, I have to get tested for the Jewish baby disease.
I forgot that was how that was revealed.
If you think about it, there was exactly what I wanted from it. So 9 out of 10, easy.
Yeah, very sick. Okay, before we end, Stanz, I want to get your opinion because we are midway through Glee. And as someone that's seen it, obviously I'm having a fucking great time. I know we talk about each episode and you seem to be having a good time. Yes. This is the like, we'll touch base. How do you think it's going, your like viewing experience of Glee, and how different is it to what you thought it was going to be before we started this podcast?
Oh, it is so much more like self-referential and poking fun. In my mind, I thought it was going to be omega cringe in a way that maybe something like Twilight is.
Or High School Musical.
Or High School Musical, though, was... maybe you're right. High School Musical was first.
It never poked fun at itself. Yeah, this is...
Correct,
Glee
but it couldn't because no one knew what it was. It was like its own thing. So High School Musical 2 will be where I figure out like, wait, was this actually like serious or was it funny? Because Sharpay and her brother and the things they were doing was funny.
Yeah, it's not serious. It's High School Musical is definitely very, very camp, right? But I think it wasn't intending to be as funny as like as stupid as it was, right? It was meant to be funny every so often. But what I'm saying is like you thought it was that kind of show where it was trying to take itself relatively seriously, and it flipped you, is what you were saying.
Yeah. I think the problem is it's going to get high on its own supply very quickly and like a fan base that is rabid, and the show is going to go off the rails. I can feel it because like this was the normal period and now it's like the experimental period.
Well, yeah, I have been told that the show changes after this episode, so I am very interested to see the direction that we now take. Especially knowing how fucking batshit crazy it gets season 4. I just can't remember if there's a jump from where we are now.
Is it like a jarring thing or is it like a gradual, like you look up and you're like, what am I doing here? What happened?
I feel like the show's already been gradually changing because we are now like, episode 1, I would never assume that this is the kind of show where I would get invested in like love romance plot lines between multiple characters and like a pregnancy fucking reveal of you're not the father, you're the father. They didn't feel like that kind of show initially, and now it definitely is, and I'm here for it. But
if I wanted to watch a self-referential bizarre show that ended season 1 with a series of romance episodes that I did not know I'd be interested in. And I couldn't watch Sugar Pine 7. I would watch Glee. Bro, they are the same. They are the same, right? Am I taking crazy pills?
I mean, they're not the same, but yes. Everything that you've said is
the core
same. Yes.
of them is the same.
The core of them is not the same, but they happen to have very similar attributes. All the attributes you said is correct.
What they are.
Yeah. But they're not
and
the
they both
same.
leaned heavily into the romance. They're the same. Steven Stupzik wrote Glee.
They both have really good music, you know?
They both have really good music. Well,
they both have really hot leads. Obviously, we've got Will Schuester. We've got Alfredo. You know, they're very attractive.
Yeah, Alfredo likes to get big for me.
And on that note, we'll end the podcast there. Thank you very much for listening.
Bye.
And no, bye, Stanz. You forget.
I thought you were going to take get big for me?
Well, that's not the catchphrase.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's I
can
know
hear
that.
You typing. You should be able to come up with these.
Hands off the keyboard because I know the catchphrase for Sugar Pine 7, and it's like, oof, oh no, ouchie. What does he say?
Well, you got to say it correctly. You can't go oof,
he goes,
oh no, ouchie.
I live downtown, or I'm from downtown. Oof, oh no. What is the words?
Oh no, dude.
Oh no, dude.
There you go. That's good enough. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Go and give us a review if you're listening this long.
Oh yeah, please leave a review. We need more.
Apple.
It would mean a lot.
I haven't actually checked. We could have had more, but who knows?
All right. Yeah, but we could always use more. Right. The more we get, the better.
And watch on YouTube. Give us money. Bye.
Bye.